In the beginning, there was only the void, but from the void came four essences. They formed the crystals, and the world was born. Hope blessed the earth, courage blazed into flame, care and devotion turned water into the seeds of life. The passion for knowledge spread wisdom on the winds. If ever the void threatens to engulf the world, so long as the four essences still exist in man, light will be born anew. The four essences shall rise from the void and weave the light once again. And we got this nice little crystal effect similar to Final Fantasy IV's finale. And there's slight variations on the ending depending on if characters are knocked out at the end of the battle or not. But we finished it with all our characters alive and on their feet. So we're going to get like the best ending. Woohoo! Alright. We have defeated Exdeath, stopped the void, but now what? The crystals are still shattered, the worlds are still merged together. What's gonna happen? The void is still here, but we beat Exdeath. Is it because the crystals are all gone? The world will be engulfed by the void. Krile's crystal's glowing. Uh-oh. There's some of her crystal shards. Maybe they'll reform now. Hope, bless the earth. Courage, light the fires. I figure Faris would be water, you know, she's like the pirate. And then Lenna could be fire, because she's like a passion for animals and stuff. Devotion breathed life into the waters. But, oh well, that's how they chose to do it. And Whiskers, the wind. WW, Whiskers, wind. Passions spread knowledge on the winds. The Earth Pyramid? That pyramid? Oh, I hated that dungeon. Oh, worst dungeon ever. Oh, what's this? The crystal's reforming. So there's the Earth Crystal. Now the Water Crystal's reforming here. They're reforming, it looks like, where the tablets were. Water. The fire at the undersea volcano. This was a much more interesting dungeon. Fire reforms. Now, where's the wind crystal? Hey, our friends are back. That's the ancient library. Guido and the sages from Surgate Castle and the ancient library and Whiskers Village there, Lux. And I guess this is Tycoon Castle. Yay! Everything's coming back. Woohoo! Way to go! The world, it's being reborn. And the crystals as well. There was still power remaining in the crystal shards. Of course, it was what gave us all our jobs. Thank goodness. Whiskers, Lenna, Faris, Krile, it's because of you took such good care of the shards. Don't forget yourself, Whiskers. Yeah, Whiskers. Or Grandpa. Now, when do we return to Tycoon? Correct, my dear. Hey, it's King Tycoon. He's back. And the Warriors of Dawn. The Dawn Warriors. Dad, Grandpa. Father, Papa. Kelger and Zizat. The world still needs you. It's too early for you kids to be meeting us. Go, return to your world, the one you saved. And they fly off into the cosmos. Maybe to the Rainbow Bridge. to hang out with all our departed ratties and our other animal friends. And speaking of animal friends, here comes the Windrake. It'll take us home, hopefully, to the new world. To the world reborn. And the wind crystal is finally reformed. Probably back at that wind shrine where we met the stalker guy. And all the crystals are back to their normal selves. Grandpa! That could only be Mid and Sid. Yep, there they are. A letter's arrived. Mid, how are you? It's me, Krile. Somehow we made it back. Oh, she said Sid, Mid. I missed the Sid. Oops. Reading too fast. There's the Windrake. Back at Castle Bow. We're all back home. Feels like that fight was just a bad dream. But it really wasn't. It was real. And thanks for taking part and following along, minions. Since then, I've traveled all over. Seems like everything's become peaceful, like before. The Chancellor of Tycoon seems quite happy. I wonder if Princess Sarissa is, though. I know I'm happy, but this is Princess Sarissa. Because now she has to wear a dress. She wants to be a pirate. Look at her. She's like, no, I don't want to be in this dress. I want to go outside. However, Faris seems worried about her pirate crew. Boop! Yay! Out the window. Just Dragon Warrior 4? The princess there, Alina, she likes to jump out the window, too. She's kind of a tomboy, too. Everyone in Ball is worried since they have no heir to the throne. Maybe the Moogle could be the king. Kupo. Maybe I'll be queen. As if. It'd be pretty cool, though, hee hee. No, just stay a princess. Princesses are fun. We get to play video games like me, and read books like my sister Prin. Whiskers went back to his hometown. He's not giving up traveling, but he said he wanted to spend time near his parents before he set out again. Plus, his chocobo gotta raise his little kids. There they are. Boop. Boop. Oh, Boko and Coco had children. Baby chocobos are the cutest. You simply must go see them. Aw, little chickens. Well, that's basically what chocobos are, really big chickens. It's been a year since then. Lenna and Faris are busy with running Tycoon and all, and Whiskers is off on another journey. I think I'll go back to that place. Go to where Grandpa's resting. If any of the others happens to ask about me... No, I'm sure they'll come. Tell them I can't wait to meet again. Krile, you worked so hard. Everyone fought well. Never back some of those moments. Back when Exdeath reborn in the third world. Whiskers showing off his battle prowess against Kelger. I had to relive some of these old scenes. Like Krile said, it seems just like it was a year ago, but it seems like just yesterday. Kind of seems that way with this play playthrough, too. It's been a few months, but, you know, we're finally at the end. Here's Whiskers, Lenna. Always taking care of the animals. What a good girl. Good princess. Yep. I know all you minions are taking care of your animals, too. She first confronted her sister, Lenna. Dancer Faris. Old Sildra. You got to see her summon. Did a little bit of damage in the Neo Exdeath fight. Yar, she'd be a pirate. Faris. And finally we have Krile, inheriting her grandfather's powers from the Elder Tree. All the time she came to the rescue. Zapping King Tycoon right outside the Earth Crystal. Yeah, you can go back and... Luckily I recorded all those episodes, so you can always go back and rewatch them, minions. Leave some comments. And I'll be doing future 4-job fiestas on my own. And we'll talk about them in the next video. I have kind of a plan picked out, so you'll see. But this, I guess, will be a yearly thing. You know, and each year I'll choose a different charity to contribute to. So, let's finish up here. Here's Krile at the Reborn Elder Tree. That's where she said she was going to be. That's where her grandpa died. And she got his powers. Oh, she's leaving good flowers. If Grandpa hadn't saved me back then. And then he saved us again in the void. The crystals have been restored and everything's peaceful. But for some reason, I'm sad. It's because your friends ain't here. I guess it's just that since Grandpa died, I've been all alone. Grandpa Gallup separated from the party. Must have some impressive upper body strength to crawl all across those that hand walk there. There he is, making the ultimate sacrifice to save his granddaughter. He's like Super Saiyan there. He's like all powered up for his final stand. See ya, Grandpa. What are you talking about? You're not alone. Hey, it's Whiskers! And Princesses Lenna and Faris. We're here with you. Buck up, kiddo. Everyone, you made it! As if there were any doubt. Like I'd forget a friend after we were together for so long. Everyone, you. Tears don't really suit you, Krile. You have to be strong. And they're happy tears. Gallup's laughing at your blubbering, kiddo. And there's the birds flying by. Oh, all the flowers came by. You're right, he is laughing. The crystals have regained their power. It's time. This time it's up to us to protect them. like Dad and the others did. Say, do you hear that? Aye, that I do. Grandpa's voice. No, just the wind through the trees. The rippling of the water. Just the crackling of flames. The settling of the earth. Don't know. I'm not sure what it is, but... But what, Whiskers? I can hear it. Yes, something warm. Let's go. And now we head off to adventure. On our chocobos. I wonder if those are Boko and Coco's kids. They had their 3 kids and the Windrake. And now it's time for the credits to roll. And that, my friends, is Final Fantasy V. The 4-job Fiesta. I guess the 4-job Fiesta kind of gave me a new appreciation for this game. It really kind of wasn't my favorite game of the Final Fantasy series. I guess just I'm not really a big fan of the job type systems. Or systems where like everybody can be everything. If you, in my bonus episode, you'll see where everybody's maxed out every jobs, and they're just basically all the initial freelancer classes. I kind of like it when characters are given like unique individual skills and abilities. Helps differentiate them from every other character. Final Fantasy IV did that really well. Final Fantasy VI did it a little bit. Each character kind of had their own individual skills, but toward the end, when everyone started learning magic, they just became kind of clones of one another. And then the later Final Fantasy VII and VIII were the last 2 that I ever played, and those are just basically everybody's the same. Nothing really unique about each character other than, maybe their weapons that they have. Like I said, so I like it when characters are individual, both in their personalities and in the way they function in battle. But the 4-job Fiesta kind of forced that on characters. It forced everybody to be something different. In the end, everybody was unique in a sense. And you all saw how they contributed to different battles. The Time Mage and the Chemist were really good for, boss battles. The Beastmaster was good for, like, random battles and stuff like that. And they all basically had, unique classes to fit their, unique personalities. Personality-wise, the characters weren't... This kind of game kind of gets a little bit of a ding for, the characters are kind of static. They don't really grow too much. Whiskers is still an adventurer. Lenna is still the princess who cares about animals. Same with Krile. Faris kind of grows a little bit where she, gets out of her shell a little bit. But in the end, she's still like a tomboyish, wants to be a pirate type thing. So not really a lot of growth in the characters. But the enjoyment of this game more or less comes from not necessarily the story being told or the characters being, the characters growing. It just comes from, fiddling with the jobs and trying to, come up with new strategies. So it's more of a kind of a strategy game in that sense. I guess I've appreciated the game a little bit more than I did before I played the 4-job Fiesta. However, out of the 3 Final Fantasy that came out for the Super Nintendo, I'd still rank it below 4 and 6. But it's still a decent time killer. It's better than a lot of other games that I've played. It's better than any of the newer ones. Like I said, 7 and 8 just turned me off so much to the series that I haven't played anything beyond them. But I will be going back and playing the other ones. I know I skipped 3 and 4 and the After Years, which is spin-offs off of 4. I skipped them just because I wanted to do this real quick so I can complete this for the charity. Now that I've done that, I'm happy that I've done that. And like I said, this year the charity that I decided to play for on my own was kind of gives a little hint there from what Whiskers, from the bought this character's name, Whiskers. So I'm going to be donating some money for the Healing Whiskers. That is a charity that helps create like therapy rats, and just has a good rat ambassador. Helps people learn about rats, help kids read, because a lot of the therapy rats they'll get read to, like kind of that Pause for Reading program. So yeah, definitely worthy. I will be sending my donation out to them. I encourage you, if you have a good charity that you want to donate to donate to them too. Next year, I already have plans. I will be doing this again, but I'll be doing it on my own, and my charity will be Tiny Toes Rescue. They're a good rescue organization down in New Mexico, I believe, and they help rescue little critter rats like me, Princess Sarissa. I'm a good, cute little rat. I was rescued from the St. Nicholas Mouse Rescue. Daddy donates to them a lot, so this way we'll be donating to them. So next year, we'll have Tiny Toes Rescue being thing. And the next 3 years after that, I know it's a long time in advance, minions, but my daddy keeps, like, good notes, and maybe that's one of the reasons why he didn't really like this game initially, because he has OCD and, all these jobs to master them and keeping track of everything. It makes him go crazy. But he has paperwork that has the jobs that he's going to do for the next 5 years. And but he doesn't have charities for years 3, 4, and 5. So if you think of any that maybe has to deal with ratties or animal rescue, let him know, and maybe he can pencil one in. So like I said, you'll have to wait though, because next year we're going to be given to Tiny Toes Rescues. So, but if you're watching this, minions, or anybody else is watching this, you don't have to wait until next year to support a charity. Support a small charity, because they're the ones who need the stuff the most, because they don't have the national exposure that a lot of places do. And even if you don't have money to support a charity or something like that, and you want to do some goods, maybe you can do something like, volunteer to rescue. Maybe you don't have the money to give to a charity like Healing Whiskers or Tiny Toes Rescues, but you know what? Maybe you have time that you can give to those rescues. They can always use help, cleaning cages, walking animals, if it's like a dog or a cat rescue, or just spending time. So I encourage you to be like our heroes, Whiskers, Lenna, Faris, and Krile, and Galuf, and just be a kind-hearted soul, and try to make the world a better place through support and charities and charitable giving, whether it be money or time. And we start off small, like how we did at this beginning of this game, start off small and weak, but eventually, through that little giving and stuff, our characters became stronger, and we made a difference in the world. And the same thing with you, minions, in your lives. You start off small, and eventually it'll get bigger and bigger, and you'll plant those seeds, and hopefully you'll make the world a better place. And with that, that concludes the Final Fantasy V 4-job Fiesta for 2020. See you next year in 2021. Take care. Have a good day. Bye.